Welcome to Resource PNG. Nautilus Minerals, the developers of the world's first seabed mining project, Solwara One, say they are on track to making deep-sea mining a reality in Papua New Guinea. The company this week made a presentation to members of the media outlining developments taking place towards the project's planned commencement date 2018. Nautilus Minerals is embarking on an ambitious plan to develop the world's first seabed mining in Papua New Guinea. Nautilus Minerals says it remains committed to delivering the Solwara One project successfully to the people of Papua New Guinea. In an update to the media in Port Moresby early this week, PNG Country Manager for Nautilus Minerals, Mel Togolo, highlighted a variety of milestone achievements for the company and in particular progress on the building of the production support vessel.
They're big machines. They'd be driven by people sitting on the vessel. So if they fall over, you can always bring them up again. That's why we say that worker safety is very high. We don't have any drivers down there at that level driving those vessels. It's robotic mining, basically. So if the engine stops or something goes, you bring them up to the vessel. There's a lot of space on the vessel floor to fix them up. But there will also be regular maintenance of those machines. It is a difficult environment for machines to operate in the water. That's seawater. Corrodes machines. So we'll have a maintenance plan to bring them up on a regular basis, get them fixed up, maintained, and then sent down again.
Nautilus Minerals has also identified its relationship with the New Ireland provincial government as key to ensuring the success of the Solwara One project.
With both provinces, New Ireland and East New Britain, we have a very good relationship with them. With these corporate social responsibility programs we have. In fact, the strategic plan that we developed was in consultation and also a collaboration of two provinces. We set up a team in Port Moresby and invited New Ireland administration and East New Britain administration to come and sit with us, and they participated in developing this strategic plan. And we have also with the two provinces MOUs, and we have regular meetings under the requirements of those MOUs to meet and inform the provinces. So we have had a good relationship with them and working together with them. As I mentioned, we particularly in New Ireland province, we're going to be engaged in design and construction of infrastructure, which will help broader business and commercial development in New Ireland, particularly in terms of ensuring that the benefits of agriculture are there because you have better facilities, better roads to do it.
These developments come amidst continued concerns about the environmental impact that the Solwara One project will have on the surrounding marine environment. Nautilus has been quick to reassure the surrounding communities that the mine will have minimal impact on the marine environment.
I mean, I think one of the things that people are concerned is about the fact that we bring up the ore. Will that ore impact on the water column? And we've said that it will not impact the water column because it is a closed system, as I showed. There are 3 pipes. The big pipe carries the slurry with the ore, and the 2 pipes on the side bring the water back and discharge to where it came from. In about 1,300, 1,500 meters deep. The EIS is only part of what we want to do in terms of environmental protection, environmental review. One of the things we still have to do, and which I would encourage provinces to participate in, is in the environmental planning and monitoring, which we will have to submit 6 months before commissioning. So there is an opportunity for more engagement in this area, and that's basically looking at mitigation and minimization of impact, which we are very keen to do, and then various experts can come and participate in that, because we want to be open to ensure that we are inclusive in terms of making sure that the experts are involved in this process.
You're watching Resource PNG. After the break, Oil Search Limited's annual general meeting. Welcome back to Resource PNG. 2014 has been a big year for Oil Search Limited. It was the year which saw the company post a record profit of over 800 million Kina, largely on the back of the commencement of the PNGLNG project. At its annual general meeting, shareholders of Oil Search were given an insight into the company's performance in 2014.
It has been a transformative year for Oil Search despite the impact of low prices affecting oil field production and LNG sale prices. Oil Search's chairman Richard Lee, speaking at the company's annual general meeting, said total production was nearly 3 times higher than 2013, reaching a record of 19.3 million barrels of oil equivalent, an all-time high for the company. This helped drive a 72% increase in net profit after tax to US dollars 353.2 million. Lee said that as indicated last year, the board is committed to sharing increased profits with shareholders. As a result, the company paid a final dividend for 2014 of 8 US cents per share, equivalent to 21 toya. This is a significant increase compared to 2 US cents or 5 toya paid in 2013. In addition, a special dividend of 4 US cents was also paid, taking total dividend payments, including 2-cent interim, to 14 US cents, representing a payout ratio for the year of 44% of core profit.
This is in line with our new dividend policy to pay out between 35% and 50% of core profits to shareholders, which we believe provides a good balance between providing cash returns to shareholders while retaining sufficient funds to reinvest in our value-creating growth projects.
While the company has done well, it was not without numerous challenges, where the second half of the year saw a dramatic drop in oil prices from US dollars 115 per barrel in June to US dollars 55 at the end of the year, before sinking further to a low of US dollars 45 per barrel in January 2015. In light of this situation, the company took measures to reduce operational and capital expenditure. It also started a business optimization program to strengthen efficiency and streamline its processes.
During 2014, we undertook a major strategic review, covering all aspects of the company's structure, operations and human resources. In light of the sharp fall in oil prices in early 2015, the results of this review were reassessed. The conclusion of this work was that the key recommendations and directions set by the 2014 strategic review remain sound. Oil Search is in an excellent position, operationally and financially, to manage a lower for longer oil price scenario. And the company's potential growth projects, focused on commercialisation of gas in the Highlands, underpinned by the Project Pynyang field and the Elk Antelope fields in the Gulf region, are both competitive in a global context, even in this lower price environment. However, we are not being complacent. As it's impossible to predict if and when oil prices will return to previous levels, our planning for 2015 and beyond is based on an assumption that lower prices will prevail for some years. We've already taken significant steps to reduce our operating costs and capital expenditure, with 2015 budgets cut by approximately 20%. In addition, we have recently commenced a business optimisation program aimed at improving the company's efficiency and streamlining its processes, which we expect will result in a much stronger Oil Search going forward. We see this period of low pricing as a real opportunity to improve our cost structure and to add value to our business through strengthened fiscal discipline, while ensuring our priority gas growth areas are fully supported. It may also provide an opportunity to enhance our licence portfolio, particularly in PNG. It's very important to note, however, that keeping our workplaces safe and sustainable at all times remains our top priority, and nothing will be done that negatively impacts that objective.
However, Oil Search is interested in expanding its license portfolio in Papua New Guinea, sensing an opportunity to involve itself with ExxonMobil's PNGLNG project and the development of the Total-led Elk Antelope project.
Over the past year, significant progress has been made on our two major growth projects, both of which remain commercially attractive. As mentioned, these opportunities comprise an expansion of the PNGLNG project through production optimisation and debottlenecking of the existing two-train project, and the potential addition of a third train underpinned by the Pynyang gas field, and the development of a new world-scale LNG project underpinned by the Elk Antelope resource in PRL 15. The outlook for LNG demand, particularly in the Asia-Pacific region, remains strong, and we are confident that these projects will prove attractive to potential customers, particularly as some of the other proposed LNG projects globally are starting to look challenged in the lower oil price environment.
We speak with Oil Search Managing Director Peter Botten. That's after the break on Resource PNG. Welcome back to Resource PNG. Oil Search is one of the biggest employers in Papua New Guinea, contributing significantly to the nation's economy. Following its annual general meeting, Resource PNG spoke with Oil Search Managing Director Peter Botten. ...2014 has been recognized as an important year for Oil Search Limited. On the back of the first successful shipment of LNG from the PNGLNG project, Oil Search has cemented its place as a leader in the LNG business. However, many challenges still remain. At its annual general meeting, shareholders of Oil Search were given an overview of the performance of the company in 2014. And Resource PNG spoke with Oil Search Managing Director Peter Botten.
2014 represents many years of work to develop and bring to fruition the PNGLNG project. Everybody knows that everybody's been talking about this project well, since the early 2000s really. And a lot of work went in by a lot of people in government, in the joint ventures, to actually get this project up and running. Community support was critical, government support was critical. In 2014 it was delivered slightly ahead of schedule and pretty much on a slightly revised budget. Obviously that project's transformational for us. It meant 2014 we had record production, we had record profits, and we gave out record dividends. So PNGLNG, as we all know, transforms PNG. We need to make sure that the impact of the project has the appropriate benefits for the whole country as well as us as a key stakeholder in that project.
The highlight for Oil Search has been its emergence as an LNG producer through its involvement in the PNGLNG project. This is also another exciting development which the company is looking to build on.
In almost 90-year history of the company, we've never been in a stronger position. With obviously PNGLNG now on production and working very well. We have two exciting growth projects that we think are world-class, the expansion of PNGLNG along with the potential development of El Cantaloupe. And so the next 3 or 4 years are going to be very exciting for us. And PNGLNG quadrupled our production between 2013 and 2015. It will quadruple our production, and we can more than double our production again by 2021 by developing expansion of PNGLNG and El Cantaloupe. That's a tremendous position to be in as a company, but also it's a tremendous opportunity for the country to further lift the development of Papua New Guinea and deliver services across the nation.
As a major employer in Papua New Guinea, Oil Search also places a great emphasis on community service responsibilities, and the Oil Search Health Foundation is a demonstration of this commitment.
We are PNG's biggest company. We're the biggest investor in this country, and we believe we've got social obligations to help government, work with government, provincial and national governments, to actually deliver services to the people. And the Health Foundation is a key part of our company. It delivers health services across a whole number of provinces and works with communities to address their basic health needs. And our board visited Sisabia villages near Kutubu earlier this week. And the Health Foundation, working with the communities, has effectively wiped out malaria in that area. I mean, that's a massive achievement. People do not catch malaria in that area anymore. Yet 10 years ago, there were kids dying of malaria regularly. That doesn't happen. And working with the communities who are very committed to this through our foundation, they've had great health outcomes, and we hope to expand that. We're expanding in Hela, we're further expanding in Southern Highlands, and now with El Cantaloupe we want to expand that activity into Gulf. Now, we've also been active in Morabay and some other places. So this is a core part. It's our responsibility to help government deliver services which are absolutely crying need out in the village, in the grassroots. And that's what the foundation does.
And in a major boost to the electricity generation in the country, Oil Search has also entered into a deal that will see it supply additional gas energy into the country's electricity generation in partnership with PNG Power.
We export billions of kinas of gas, which goes to China, goes to Japan, goes to Taiwan, and they use that gas for power generation. And in Papua New Guinea, 6% of the population have access to generated power or through a grid. And we think it's not appropriate at all that all that gas goes overseas and we don't see the development of power across the nation. And we see the development of in-country industries and activities which can, again, grow and provide opportunities for a lot of people in this country. So power is a core piece of our business. It will use some of the gas that won't go into an LNG project. It'll use some of the smaller fields. We think we can be very competitive, always cheaper than diesel-fired power. And we've got a lot of projects now with PNG Power and with some other resource projects that we think we can develop a significant power business, partner with some of the governments, some of the provincial governments and other companies, and really attack that 6%, really improve on that. And again, when you look at, we've just delivered 24/7 power into Tari, working with PNG Power. Before that, Tari had 4 hours, maybe 5 hours of power a day. Again, with Hydes just down the road producing all that gas, it's just not sustainable for Tari not to have 24/7 power. So we've put in, working with the government and PPL, a system which gives them 24/7 power. And since that time, you see Tari take off. You know, you see power lines going everywhere. You see people doing business, power into school on a regular basis. Kids have now got access to computers and can use them. It makes a massive difference to everybody's life, and you know, we think it makes commercial sense. We also think it's fundamental to the development of the country, and it has huge social impact. And we've got to be doing that sort of thing as a major corporate citizen in this country.
2014 has been the most successful year for Oil Search Limited, but according to its managing director, Peter Botten, many challenges still remain.
There are many challenges. We all know that doing business here is challenging. Coordination of the many projects that we're doing, helping government to coordinate. We genuinely believe we've got at least 2 more trains and maybe 3 more LNG trains to develop. And that's going to put stress on the country. We need to manage that carefully. And we need also to ensure that the benefits that are flowing from PNGLNG get delivered into the communities, into the places. And that's an essential part of what we're focusing on over the next 12 months. Coordination, helping government manage this huge business, huge growth opportunities, and ensuring that the benefits are well used.
This is where we end this episode of Resource PNG. If you want to contribute to this program, get in touch with us via email on resourcepng@mtv.com.pg. To view this edition again, log on to www.mtv.com.pg, where you will find a link to the Resource PNG page. Until the next time, pleasant viewing.